With his social media, the one thing that I really wanted to bring him here for was he did this Nerf thing in his rink, and I thought it was just the coolest thing. And I'm like, why didn't I think about that? And then when I get to talk to him, we find out that he's much more than Nerf wars. That brand is really good. So you guys, we're honored. We're lucky to have him here. I'm excited, and you guys, please give Tyler a round of applause.
Woo! Yeah!
I have no idea how patient you'll be at this point because we've been in the room for a very long time. I was going to be like, I'm a school teacher too, so I was going to give you like a bathroom break if you needed a bathroom break. Like, does anybody need a bathroom break?
Beer break.
A beer break? Well, that's after. You have to earn the beer break, and we'll get through that. But my big thing that I'm hoping to, convey to all of you here is that a lot of you already have expressed that, social media is like the bad thing. It's like the thing that's like, our biggest competitor. It's not really just social media, it's just inactivity in general. I have a lot of kids that, whenever I haven't seen them for a while, I ask them, like, where have you been? And I'm like, I'm thinking, oh, they're at the football game, whatever. Sometimes they're at home. Right now, one of my biggest competitors is Fortnite. They're sitting at home playing Fortnite. They're sitting at home texting their friends. It's not because they're doing other social things. The kids that are out there being social and doing things, they're my same thing. They're playing football. They're also my skaters. So my inactive kids, that's what's one big thing. So I've been trying to figure out how can I reach those inactive kids at home through those phones that they're already sitting on at home. So if I make it so that I use social media for my benefit, and I make it so that I show up on their screen and I'm now something that they want to be a part of, I can twist that social media into something that's beneficial for me. So I'm going to hopefully turn your, perspective on social media and turn it into a positive and see how it can work for you. So one big thing, too, is marketing. And I'm not a marketing specialist. I'm a certified biologist, actually. I'm a school teacher. And we also happen to own a skating rink because my dad had this brilliant idea that we were going to buy a skating rink and we were going to get rich.
Didn't work.
I can tell you both of those statements were, well, one was true. We bought a skating rink. We're not rich. If you ask the average kid to come skating, they think we are, but they are strongly mistaken.
You're rich in friendships.
Rich in friendships
yeah.
and in smiles and special kids that love me. So,
Yeah.
I get a lot of that kind of stuff. So I put this little thing here that may or may not, it works. So you don't know who I am, I'm Tyler Cauvel. I am 30 years old. I think you're all thinking about
You're 31.
You're 31.
I'm
You just
31,
turned
31. I should update the slide. I turned 31 in August. But I tell my students at school I'm 25. And I'd like to think I'm the youngest person in the room, and I'm not. Mason's only 19. So that's a young mind right there. But the one thing that all of you in this room have to understand is that I might be 31, but a lot of your birthday parties right now, they're being booked by parents that are not much older than I am. And guess what? I have expectations from you as business owners. I expect you to have modern things in your building. I expect you to accept credit cards. I expect you to have a social media presence. I expect you to do online bookings, and I expect you that when I walk into your facility, it's going to look bright, inviting, it's going to look fun, and I don't expect a 20th century product. I expect a 21st century product. You're thinking, well, Tyler Cauvel, you must be from a booming, huge metropolis. I am not. I am in a town of 5,000 people in the middle of nowhere, and if you drive in any direction, you will probably hit a field of corn or an Amish buggy.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, I can make it work in a small demographic. So I'm a high school science teacher. I've been teaching for 6 years, teach biology, chemistry, and anatomy. So if you want to, figure out how babies are made, I'm that guy that can help you.
Pass.
All right. Wait till the end. I might slay you by the end of the day. So this is our facility, and you might be thinking, there's something on top of that skating rink. Well, you're right, and that is my family's home. We have a 3,000 square foot house. Okay, a pointer. If you're not paying attention to the sun, right? We have a house atop our skating rink, and that made it worse.
That's all I can do.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to use it though in a second, because I'm going to make you all use technology in a moment, and blow your minds maybe, I don't know. So anyway, our facility, built in 1958, and you think, oh, there's nothing modern or anything about our building. Well, when we bought it 20 years ago, it was like all
didn't
red
look like that.
Don't. Because my dad's great at investments, and he saw that this turd, we could shine it right up, and it's great. We don't have a huge floor. It is, I believe,
145 by 65.
by 65. So it's not a huge skate floor. I have a lobby, an arcade, a snack room wraps around it, and we have a 3,000 square foot house that they live at. And we do a lot with it. So I'll show you a little introductory video, which was free, by the way. Our advertising budget is not a lot.
Not a lot.
So I don't want to like rag on a presentation 2 or 3 years ago. I heard somebody say like, I have a small advertising budget of $30,000. That's cool. I got 2,000 probably. So I'll show you what I can do for free. So I may or may not have sound. I'm not sure. We'll find out together.
Are you looking for
Oh, whatever. You can deal with it.
Head to the Ring Family Fun Center located in East Titusville. We offer healthy family fun for all ages and set to be Titan skates.
We're doing this?
Kids as early as age 2 can skate.
Oh.
So get the kids and head to the rink. We offer regular skates, rollerblades, and speed skates that are all up to date and waiting for you. And if you own your own, that's fine. Bring them out.
Free.
And if you're not a great skater, hang out in the arcade where hopefully you can win big. And the rink offers plenty of fun, like skating on our original 10,000 square foot floor with cool lighting, fun games, and the latest music. And when you're not skating, head to our prize center where you can trade in your arcade tickets for fun prizes. And that's not all. Have a birthday or special event coming up? Book a party with us. And you can enjoy your party in one of our 2 private party rooms. And that's only a start. If you want more out of your skating experience, consider joining our speed team. So if you're looking for a good smile, you want to hang out, or you're looking for a good laugh, come join our family. At the Ring Family Fun Center, located at 45314 State Highway 27 in Titusville, Pennsylvania.
Woo, pretty good.
Oh, there's more. I forgot. There's a little piece of it.
More budget?
More, but
Yeah.
$2,000 in that last 3 slides there. But you can see, now, I'm not trying to say that anybody that has went out there and purchased something and you know how to, it's not your money was in vain. If you have the technology and the knowledge to do it, by all means, you can do it. But I am telling you that that particular program that I was using is Adobe Spark. What is playing? Oh, we're learning about the Oil Creek Railroad. If you come to Titusville, PA, and you want to waste 4 hours of your life. No, I'm kidding. It is very slow moving though. So, but if we go back to this.
What's Adobe Spark?
Adobe Spark. I'm going to enlighten like there's so many educational apps that can be twisted and used in business. In my business world, my education world, this overlap constantly. Adobe Spark is a free program. You can download it on any iPad. And what you do is you take any of the information you've already taken, your videos and what have you. Now you can embed videos. And this time, to make it look the way that it was, it's a slideshow that has a very standardized like text, and you can decide, what background music and all that stuff. It's easy and it's simple to do. You make it and record. All those audio clips were per slide. I did not do it in one take. Each one of those is a little audio clip, and they're put together and they make a comprehensive slideshow. This is free. It's free for anybody, not just educators. You do have to, there's a little learning curve. You have to make it on an iPad, but I mean, it does the trick. So that's one thing. Another thing is, I'm going the wrong way in my presentation. I've already explained this. There are certain things that you have to kind of get to the place in your, upgrades where your building looks, up to date. It has to be a 21st century technology. So if I walked into your building right now, we show music videos in my skating rink, and I walk in, and you're showing it on something like this. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If it's old enough, we think it's cool again. But trust me, there's certain things that aren't coming back. I hope, but I expect something a little more. So I've already explained all this stuff. I have expectations, and I hope that you are working hard. If you're not there yet, you're going to be getting there. So I have an entire walkthrough of our skating rink that's like 6 minutes. I don't know if that's more valuable than the social media stuff, but I'll come back to that. I do want to tell you that I'm working with a very limited demographic. We have a population of 5,000 people with an average income of less than $20,000. They're primarily, a lot of them are on some kind of state welfare-based program. Primarily white. I had once a couple years ago. I don't know if you're in this room. Somebody said, "What are you doing to increase your African American clientele?" I said, "Well, I think I have 10 total people in my entire town. So if we have a special night, because they're saying you should care, I hope maybe if I
I'd
get
love
50,
to, but yeah.
5. So I don't have that. Somebody said something about like Taco Tuesday. Get your Hispanic crowd. I'm like, I don't have those, so I can't do that. My school district, which this is I think wrong. I think we're under 2,000 students.
We are now.
We are under
Yeah.
2,000 students, K through 12.
We're about
exactly.
1,500 right now.
That's it.
Yeah,
1,500
that's it.
students.
Mhm.
And
But I
that's
put out
saying
flyers,
K
yeah.
through 12. I can't get all the kindergartners on Friday night. I'm sorry, I can't. I also can't get my upper limit. So I'm going to be attracting, my primary age group, my target market is that grade is typically third through 8th grade is kind of like my window. And my primary audience, because what I'm finding out is a lot of us, I don't know if anybody still spends a lot of time trying to get teenagers, like that 9th through 12th grade. Anybody actually still have a big pull in that 9th through 12th grade market? Are we all kind of going to a younger demographic? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I see it as a good thing. The one thing I see as a benefit is that those are the kids that will still play games. They enjoy skate games. They enjoy, actually participating in things, winning prizes, and playing arcade. So I find it more profitable. And going home at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you. Anybody else reduce their hours?
Yeah. Still good money.
That's right. That's
Yes.
me.
I got a quick question.
Sure,
Sorry.
Please.
How many average employees on a busy night?
Let me, yes, this is a good question right here.
Is it just the fam?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and,
let me,
my mom volunteers.
okay,
Yep.
Julie Cauvel, my mother.
I'm just wondering
Yeah.
how many part-time people, because obviously
Usually
average-
two.
We're some family.
Yeah,
Okay,
one or
mother,
two.
Myself,
One or two.
my
Mhm.
cousin Kigan, my grandmother who does the ticket counter. She's 70 years old. She counts tickets.
Yeah.
We usually have one snack bar employee.
Okay, that's
So
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
that's it.
That's
And we
So
don't
I,
always do it.
I see all your social media stuff.
Yeah, you see my stuff. So
All the time.
small
Yeah.
scale, even on a busy day. And by the way, I don't want to mislead you. I can still have 12 to 15 birthday parties on a Saturday. So
Yeah.
we're doing a lot. I did last year. I figured out the last couple of years we do 435 birthday parties every single year in my little tiny facility, and which is pretty fantastic. Because on Saturdays we offer a session from 11 to 1, 2 to 4:30, 5 to 7 for privates, and 7 to 10. We look up to 3 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, a private rental up to 3 at night. And it's because
Social media.
we are now making it so that we can't just work within this demographic. I got to get people to come to me. The nearest big city is Erie, but I can't pull from Erie because they have too many attractions. But I can pull from, this is what's going on in our area. So this little red part right here, that's Tysons, Pennsylvania. We are in BFE. If you don't know what it stands for, Google it, and I'm sorry.
It's even in a song now.
Yeah. Is it a song?
It's in the song.
Oh.
It's in the country song.
We should look that up. But you
It's
can
not
see.
up, down song.
Oh, is it really not?
Yeah. It's,
Really?
It's called Up, Down, Up,
Yeah,
Down.
I play that song all the time.
It's in BFE, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
I'm a soul
in
DJ. We'll get there.
Yeah.
The cows are because there's nothing here. Like I've encountered some of you that say, like, I'm from a small demographic with only 50,000 people. Your 50,000 people is the town that then touches the next town, 50,000 which touches the next town. If I draw a circle around me in a 30-mile radius, I still can only reach 25,000 people. I am in a very small demographic, and there is one other skating rink here in the Seneca Franklin area. So I still get a ton of the birthday visits. We can't get regular attendance because not the average parent's going to drive a kid a half an hour for a 3-hour session and then come back, but some do.
Some do.
But you can see, some of the small, Ty Nesta is really, if I can get Ty Nesta, we're going to be rolling in the dough. Which I used to teach there. The graduating class size is 20 kids or less.
Yeah.
So, because that's part of Forest County. And I could show you from a map, but just trust me, we're in the middle of nowhere. So if you haven't caught on, I don't have, anybody in here have over like 30 employees? I'm just curious. I know you would. Anybody else have over 30? 50, we got 50 employees. 100. Well, you have at multiple locations, at
Yeah.
one location, how many do you
Yep.
have?
What the hell are you talking about 30? I have
30.
Yeah.
30
There you go.
locations.
Yeah.
You're on our
You
page,
utilize
yeah.
all 31 times though, right?
Saturday.
Really? You were out on 30?
In a busy time.
But stationed at different things, like an attraction has a person at each one kind of thing.
Yeah, or multiple.
Right.
Wow.
So, and it all depends on the size of your building and the layout of your building. I know that some of us are definitely limited by the layout, and you may need more or less. But I'm all these things. I am the primary DJ, marketer, advertiser, everything, building design, skate maintenance, and anything you saw, by the way, that picture back a couple pictures ago. This building, I designed those logos. I painted those lines. We painted the building. We put in the roofs ourselves. We put that roof on the top. My dad was a construction employee for many years. Yes.
What kind of roof is that?
That is rubber. If you want to save about $100,000,
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah.
We did this ourselves. This is a rolled-on rubber roof for years. In fact, there were days where I'm really good at like working under pressure because we would have the great meltdown, and prior to this rubber roof, we'd have leaks everywhere, and I would catch. Rubbermaid should give me a sponsorship
Exactly,
because
yeah.
I would screw little Rubbermaid containers all over my ceiling.
Yes.
At
Yes.
the end of the winter season, it was not during the rain; it's during the meltdown. and we would have the meltdown, and you would have places where like somebody's like, I'm being dumped on. You're like, no, you're not. And you I have no idea what you're talking about. So once we finally committed to this, we were getting quotes of 100,000, 200,000, 50,000, all this crazy stuff. I'll give you real numbers. This is about $10,000.
No, it was about 15.
Well,
15. 15
Okay,
with all the
with all the
supplies.
extra
Yeah, with all the extra supplies,
extra
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it was about 15,
We
yeah.
did it ourselves. So
We're doing
you
it
can
ourselves.
bring it on the roof, but we rolled it out, we screwed it on, we put it down. Because
Yeah.
guess what? We can't afford
We couldn't do
$100,000 on a roof.
150,000, yeah.
We can't afford like a lot of things. So anyway, keep doing it.
Is that EPDM?
Yeah, it is.
Why is it so shiny?
It's wet.
It was
It's
wet. It was raining.
It's just
You get
rubber.
anything wet, it'll shine.
It looks like
It's actually green.
Yeah, it was green.
It was green.
We used to buy
We used to paint
hundreds
it.
and hundreds of gallons of paint, and
Wow.
when people go
70
to
gallons. 70 gallons to paint the roof,
We paint
yeah.
the whole roof, and guess what? I
It
one
worked.
time painted the entire roof of that skating rink with a paint sprayer. Got done, and guess what happened?
It
It
rained.
rained. Guess where all that green paint ended up? On the side of our building, splashed
I had to
up
scrub
on
it off.
So
Yep.
guess what I did? That was away. So we went and bought the same paint again and did it the next day. So I was in college. I missed a day, I think.
Yeah.
Don't forget, these are the big things that we sometimes forget about, and this happens in my business. I am also the big brother, father figure, guidance counselor, personal therapist, role model, personal tutor. So we do so much more than just entertain kids. We are sometimes the only stability in certain kids' lives. And I don't know about your demographics in your area, but we have a lot of broken families, a lot of broken kids, and without the consistency of seeing the same faces every time, they lose it. And I mean, they like a schedule. They like knowing we're going to play. They like knowing that we're going to be there. I have never in 20 years, very rarely, missed a Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday. I'm there. We're there. My mom and I will not let anybody else run our business. You're thinking you're crazy. And yeah, we are a little bit crazy. But I know what product I'm selling. And I don't think it's my product unless I'm responsible for what is being produced. So I am always there. This is what we need to get to. If you don't know every logo on here, we need to get you caught up because you're on some of these whether you're using them or not. And I don't know if you know that, but there's probably, I'm going to scan you in a second, you'll see it. I'll say, if you don't have, anybody in here not have a website, I'm not going to shun you if you don't have a website. Okay, that's good. We've gotten somewhere. Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, I'll survey in a second. Google Business exists whether you started one or not. Technically, Facebook has been started whether you have one or not. They can be writing reviews on you right now. I don't have a Facebook. Guess what? You do, and you have reviews probably on there, and you don't even know it. Yelp, you have one also if you don't actually contribute or claim it. YouTube, whether you use it or not, and then Square Up is just like because I'm in love with Square Up. I'm sorry, so we'll talk about that a little bit too. I'm going to teach you some technology you can take home and use tomorrow. So first thing, anybody here have a data collection system of some sort? Kids Cage free, something like that, which initially you used to pay for it. I can literally, in just a moment, collect all of your phone numbers, and I can send you back this presentation if I want to. I use this in school. This is called Remind. Anybody ever use Remind for anything? Serious? Okay, probably sports.
Kids, school.
Kids from school.
School, yeah.
Okay, school. We use it in education. So, if you have a cell phone, actually, I should probably first serve. How many people have a cell phone on them right now? I was going to scan you and I was going to show you that. But okay, if you have a cell phone, get this out. I'm going to show you the power of technology that is free. This is called Remind. So you get out your cell phone. This is what you're going to do. I can also, by the way, I have technology that's going to blow your mind. That's my phone. So that's my phone screen right now. This is how you do it. You're going to send a text message. You're going to open up your text message. Oh, a dog. My sister's having a boy, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Alright, so
She just let us know at the skate show today.
I requested a boy. So. And by the way, if
Did
you have
everyone
someone
get that
they-
number?
they know now.
Tyler, did everyone get that number?
I'm going to put it back in.
Okay.
This is the way you do that. When you open a message, you have a to, and then you have a message box. I'm taking this down just in case anybody have a flip phone in here? I knew it!
Yes.
The to bar is where you're going to type the number, and the message bar, you're going to put the @ symbol of what it says on the screen.